Hi guys, today I'm going to be trying crumble cookies for the first time, and I will also be sharing my confessions as a tattoo artist. This is the collection this week. I'll list the flavors. So this week at Crumbl, the cookies are semi-sweet chocolate chunk, raspberry butter cake, oatmeal skillet cookie, classic pink sugar, chocolate cookies and cream, and key lime pie. Some of these I know I will not like. My plan for this video is to share a confession and then try a cookie. My first confession has to do with designing. I create almost all of my designs 24 to 48 hours before the actual appointment, no matter what the size is. I used to be better with this, but there's so many appointments lined up that it's just overwhelming to sit there and draw something that's due in 3 weeks when I have a million things to do before that. Yeah, so that is definitely one of the reasons why I don't share my previews of designs. Just being honest. I'm not gonna lie, I've had these cookies sitting out for an hour while I did my makeup and setup and everything, so I can't even pick up the key lime pie. So we're gonna try the key lime pie first because it's supposed to be chilled and it has not been chilled. So this is the key lime pie. Half of it stuck to the bottom of the box. So here we go. I've never had key lime pie in my life, so I don't know how I'm gonna like the cookie, but wow. Honestly, I have to say, it's not too sweet, it's not too sour. I think I'm gonna give it like 8 out of 10. It's pretty refreshing. I like it a lot. I'm kind of surprised. My next confession has to do with guests and my guest policy. I totally don't mind when clients bring a guest as long as they ask me beforehand. If you're going to be talking to them the entire time, it makes it very difficult for me to do my job. Let's say you're getting your stomach done or your ribs done and you're talking to your friends the whole time. I'm not going to perform as well because we take breaths based on where we finish our clauses and our sentences. And yeah, I mean, why would you talk when you're getting your stomach done? You know what I'm saying? Also, going off of that, if your guest is noticeably impatient and I can sense that they're getting restless, even though you're fine, you're the one in pain, but you're chilling and your client wants to leave, I can tell that they want to leave, I'm not going to perform as well because I'm going to feel rushed. Most times, I won't let it get to me. You know, I feel like subconsciously, it does have an impact. Yeah, I don't know. The next cookie I'm gonna try is oatmeal skillet. It'll probably be my favorite. My guess is that this will be my favorite because I love oatmeal. It looks so good, I can't. Oh my god. I would have that cookie at my wedding. Maybe that's dramatic. I love it. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I think it's perfect. I think it's beautiful. I think it's so cute. The scoop of vanilla bean mousse is perfect. It's not too sweet, it's not too thick. Obviously it's mousse, but the butterscotch caramel drizzle, perfect. I love oatmeal cookies. Like, if I go to a cookie shop, I'm getting oatmeal and butterscotch. I'm literally a grandma and I do need milk though. Okay, my next confession is about pricing. I do have to say that I feel guilty when I raise my prices. I started off charging $100 minimum at my first shop, and I started doing commission for 50-50, and then a little bit later I went to 60-40. Then I moved shops and I started charging hourly at $125, still at a 60-40 commission. I feel like with any service you might be providing, it's scary to charge such a high rate. And I know that in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that much, I guess. But it is scary, especially because I'm only 2 years in. I'm usually booked out about two to 3 months. So it makes sense to have an hourly and to increase my prices, but it's terrifying. I just recently increased my prices to $150 an hour, and it's just You're always wondering if people are gonna think your ego is too big. They might go to other people, and I don't know, but I guess that is the point of it. You know, you raise your prices so that you can attract people who pay you what you're worth. I think that I have worked hard to gain the freedom of tattooing more of what I want to tattoo. I have enough people lined up that want my style and appreciate my company specifically. Artists with higher prices have higher demand for a reason. Yes, on to the next cookie. The next cookie I'm going to try is Classic Pink Sugar. Oh my god. Never mind. There's almonds in it, and I'm allergic to almonds. Okay, well that works out because I didn't really want to try it anyway. So instead, I'm gonna try the raspberry butter cake. So here is the raspberry butter cake. I really love raspberry. I love combinations of dark chocolate or white chocolate with fruit. So I think I should like this. Let's try it. I haven't had anything that I don't like. The buttercream is really good, not too sweet. I normally don't like buttercream, but I really like it. I think that I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10 just because I would probably crave it more. Once I'm on the inside eating the raspberry and the buttercream, beautiful, love it. But I don't think the cookie itself is good enough to have that much crust. You know what I'm saying? On to the next confession. I have definitely said this on my Instagram on a bad day, you know, but I remember who tips well and who doesn't tip at all. And it's unfortunate, but if you're disrespectful in any type of way and you don't tip also, I probably won't book you again. I have other people that are willing to take your spot and pay more. I feel like I sound terrible. I mean, you're paying for a service. Would you go get your nails done and not tip? Would you get your hair done and not tip? If so, that's something. I know that not everyone has the same financial flexibility or stability, but tattoos are a luxury. You don't need a tattoo. It's a want, and it's on you forever. So if you find an artist that you really love and they're taking care of you well, they're providing you with good products and information, you should tip them. Nothing will change my mind on that. Next, I'm gonna try the semi-sweet chocolate chunk. I don't know, my expectations for this are in the middle. I'll probably think it's a 5 out of 10, that is my guess. Here is the chocolate chunk. It just, you know, looks like a standard cookie. If it's too hard, I won't like it. I am excited for the salt on it. I do like a little bit of salt on my sweet. I definitely wouldn't go there just for this. Let's try the inside. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. But I think the center is really good. I'm more of a gooey type. Yeah. I do need milk with that one. My next confession is about the job difficulties and what's the hardest part of the job for me. Going into this career, I definitely didn't expect there to be so much business that consumes my time. I didn't think it would be a 24/7 job, but it kind of is until you set boundaries for yourself to be like, okay, I'm not gonna respond to DMs, or I'm not gonna respond to emails right now. I could probably make a whole video on the hardest parts of my job. I don't think the hardest part is the designing or the business aspect and booking and scheduling and marketing. Those are easy to manage. I think the hardest part is managing my self-esteem and my confidence. None of the tattoos I do are perfect because I am human. Almost all of my clients are happy with their work, and I try to accept their compliments the best I can, which is hard because, you know, I'm a perfectionist and I see every flaw with what I do. So that can eat me up alive sometimes, but I think you get used to it. I've gotten used to it. Sometimes I do have a client and I can tell that they're not happy. I've rarely had them say that they're not happy, but I can like see it, especially in the beginning when I was learning. But even now, like if I try a new style and I don't love it, or it takes me a lot longer than I expected, It can be really hard for me mentally. I definitely would say the hardest part of my job is dealing with the mental repercussions of, you know, having to perform perfectly every day I'm working. I think another thing that puts a lot of pressure on me is when people travel an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, like from different states and things like that. That can be really nerve-wracking, and I put it to the side and I just pretend that it's not happening until it's over. The mental side of tattooing is what weeds people out, because a lot of people can draw, a lot of people can tattoo, but it's the performance every day, I feel, that gets to people. So I'm on to the last cookie. I'm not a big cookies and cream person. I love Oreos, but for some reason I don't really love all cookies and cream type things. So this is what it looks like. I think this one will be my least favorite, but let's try it out. I'm not a fan. It tastes like burnt to me. I'm gonna try the inside, see if that's any better. I would probably say it's a 3 out of 10. The inside was better, per usual. I need to wash that down. I wish I didn't eat it. Well, I feel like that's harsh. It was good to try it. I won't be trying it again. Okay, so I plan to eat 6 cookies, which means I plan to have 6 confessions. I'm still gonna give a 6th confession. This confession has to do with personal tattoos, my opinion on my own tattoos, I guess. I 100% wish that I could start over with my body. I regret so many of my tattoos. I have started the process of removing 3 of them, and I am going to start removing 3 more. When I started getting tattooed, I did not know quality. I did not do enough research. I started getting tattooed when I was 17. I didn't know that I would be doing so much with tattoos. My first one was like writing like this big. I wish I knew that not every artist can do every style. I wish I didn't put tiny tattoos on a lot of real estate. I wish I planned better. I don't know what I'll do in the future about it, but I have no idea how some of you guys commit to the pieces you do. It's very contradictory to what I do. Like, I support so many people in what they're getting. I don't think a tattoo needs to have a specific meaning by any means. I wish it was easier for me to make decisions on what I want tattooed. I wish that I could start over completely, blank canvas, and go from there. It's really hard when I'm surrounded by such incredible work and I'm always on social media referencing other people's artwork to design my own. There's just so many possibilities, and I wish I had more direction in the beginning. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope some things were interesting to you. I hope you enjoyed the cookie aspect. Thank you for watching.